good morning, welcome to here. I'm just fixing my bangs. Give me a moment. Today we're gonna talk about something, okay? We're gonna talk about triads. We're gonna talk about what triads are and why there's a million triads. Why is there a million gazillion triads and how am I supposed to remember them all? Hello? And we'll also talk about how they connect to the CAGED system, okay? Just like everything does. And so a triad is the little baby chords. You know, the little babies? And specifically, these baby chords are made up of a first, third, and fifth degree, which is different from a regular chord, which could be made up of multiples of those same first, thirds, and fifth degrees. So for example, that's a full chord made up of multiples of first, thirds, and fifth degrees. And this is a triad made up of only one of each. And so, okay, great, there's 3 notes, but how do I know which 3 notes I'm supposed to play? There's a whole lot of notes on the fretboard. There's a whole lot of them. How am I supposed to know which 3 to play together to make a triad? I'll tell you that. Well, here is the simplicity that comes with triads. Triads aren't completely new chord shapes. They are pieces of our full chords. And so you know how our full chord shapes are organized in the CAGED categories? And if you don't, I'll link a video down below where I talk about that. But the triads come straight out of each of those shapes. Look at this. Freaking nightmare. And so here on the screen right now, somewhere, I don't know, probably here, are our 5 CAGED major chord shapes. And we'll start with the major chords, all right? So our major triads are hidden within each of these major full chords. And to find them is very easy, all right? So a triad is made up of only one of a first degree, third, and fifth degree. So all we have to do is look within these chord shapes, play any combination of 1, 3, and 5, and there we have a triad. So let's go through an example. Let's go through our E-shaped chord. And so in our E-shaped chord, we have a first degree here, here, and here. We have a fifth there and there, and we have a third right there. And so again, we just have to take any combination of 1, 3, and 5 and play them together to play a triad. So we can take this 1 here, 5 here, 3 here, play it together, and there's a triad. Or we could take this 5 here, this 3 here, and this 1 here, play that together, and we have a triad. Or we could take this 5 here, the 1 here, and the 3 here, play it together, and we have another triad. And so within this full E-shaped chord, we got 3 triad chords out of it, which is why there seems to be a million triad shapes, okay? Because just in this one shape, we got 3 triads. And the same logic applies to the other 4 CAGED shapes, right? What are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about? Just look at another one. So look at the A shape. So this is our full A-shaped chord, right? We have a first degree here and here, we have a fifth here, here, and here, and we have a third degree right there. And so again, we could take any combination of 1, 3, and 5 and play the So we could take this 5, 1, and 3 here, play those together, and play it as a triad. Or we could take this 5, 3, and 1 here, play those together, and play a triad. And that's pretty much it. And so again, we got 2 triad shapes out of this full A-shaped chord. And so now our full chords are movable, right? If I play this E-shaped chord here, that would be the A major chord, and if I move it here, that would be the B major chord. And the same is true for the triads, okay? The same is true for the triads. I'm itchy, sorry. All we have to do to move our triad shapes is move the first degree in whatever triad shape we're playing to the note to chord we want to play. So let's take one of our E-shaped triads. Our first degree is right here. So if we play it here, we are playing the B major triad, and if we move it here, we're playing the C sharp major triad, right? And the same logic applies to every other triad, And so now any chord we could play using 3 notes could be played as a triad, like a minor chord, right? So here on the screen, you see them? You see them right there. We have our full 5 minor chord shapes. And again, our triad shapes are hidden within each of these shapes on the screen right now. So again, let's take the E shape as an example, right? This is our full E-shaped minor chord, okay? And again, we could take any combination of first, flat thirds, and fifth degrees and play it as a triad, okay? So we could take this 5 here, 1 here, and flat third there, play those together as a triad. Or we could take this flat third here, fifth, and first degree here, and play that as a triad. And another way we could visualize our minor triads is that we would just flatten the third degrees within our major triad. And so here is an E-shaped minor triad, right? And this is the E-shaped major triad. And so we see how in this E-shaped major triad, our third degree is right here. And so if we flatten it, we bring it down there, and it becomes our minor triad shape. Hi, it's me. It's just me, Maggie Church. Yeah. So Okay, bye. And so now here's another way we could visualize our triads, okay? We can also find our triad shapes by extracting scale degrees within our 5 CAGED major scale shapes. And so our major scale shapes can be organized in the 5 CAGED categories also, and they're on the screen right now. They're right there. And so if we take the E-shaped major scale, for example here, we could pick our scale degrees we want to play as triads. And so again, if we wanted to play a major triad, we would just pick a 1st, 3rd, and 5th degree out of this major scale shape and play it as a triad. If we wanted a minor triad, we would just take those shapes, flatten the thirds, right? And now let's say we wanted to play a sus4 chord, which is made up of a 1st degree, 4th, and 5th degree. Well, we could look within our E-shaped major scale, right? And pick a 1st, 4th, and 5th degree. So let's do that. So we could take this 5th degree here, this 4th here, and this 1st here, play it together, and that would be our E-shaped sus4 chord. Or let's say we wanted to play a diminished triad. A diminished triad is made up of a 1st, flat 3rd, and flat 5th. So, for example, we have our 1st degree here, 5th here, and 3rd here. So we would flatten the 3rd, flatten the 5th, play that 1, and there we have our, do you hear this? Or we could take our 1st degree here, our 5th here, and our 3rd here, flatten the 3rd and the 5th, play it together. And there you have another E-shaped diminished triad. And so that's just another way you could think about triads, okay? Instead of coming out of the full chords, you could think of them coming out of the full major scale shape. And so that's why there seems to be bajillion triad shapes, okay? It's chocolate. Because there's just so many combinations of possibilities, you know? Listen, that's all, and this is chocolate time. What is that? Coffee cream. Coffee cream. Yeah. And if you want all the graphs to show exactly where the triads are, and all the chord shapes and all the scale shapes, to be able to find the triads, just go over to makeandtracemusic.com, okay? All the graphs you need are in the book, okay? They're all in there. And we also have the 70s Beginner Guitar Guide that's gonna help you in your beginner journey. And we have the Key to Music Theory World Tour course that's coming out soon. I don't know when, but it's coming out soon. And we talk about the absolute fundamentals of music, where keys come from, how chords are built, how scales are built, and all that stuff, okay? That's my fridge. You hear my fridge? It's quite noisy fridge. It's quite communicative. Don't forget to subscribe, because at 5,000 subscribers, I'm gonna solve Rubik's Cube on camera for the world to see. That's all, everyone, okay? That's it. I'm gonna go, okay? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna draw you a drawing first. Okay. What are we gonna draw? Okay. All right. Totally. Totally. Oh, this is a little dark. I didn't mean for it to be so dark. I drew a grape eating grapes. Is that weird? Is that blasphemous? Well, don't forget, if ever you find yourself going to the dentist and on your way you encounter a hamster inside a tire and it's rolling down the street in the tire. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Don't stop it. It's its mode of transportation. Chittles.